showtime. What's up, historians? My name is Adam, the Historian Ghost Hunter. I'm your host, Adam B. Thanks for checking in to Season 5 of Historically Haunted Vodcast, Episode 26, I believe, with psychic medium Christopher Brown. I'm going to get right to that in a minute. Before we do that, one of my former guests that I've had on, also a local main character, just like Chris and I, Natalie from Natalie B. Photography and Imagery. She was on the show, and she sent me this intro, which Chris Brown's going to have to send me one after he's on again. Oops. Come on.
Hi, Weirdo.
One of these days I'll get an editor or whatever, and I'll have...
Natalie from Natalie B. Imagery here. You're watching Historically Haunted Podcast with Adam, Ghost Hunter. I hope you have a good time this evening. Safe and have fun. Hi, Weirdos. Natalie from
Awesome, Natalie B. Photography. Thanks for fucking a little intro. I appreciate that. I'm collecting them like baseball cards, like garbage pail kid cards. What's up, Lisa Weston? I believe you shared this earlier, if I remember right. That was you that shared this. I appreciate you sharing this. That's really, really cool. You can be like other people, help me out, send me some stars for donations. I get the money at the end of the month. I appreciate that. Goes towards your electric bill and my little wardrobe and shit. So, yes, appreciate the sponsorship as well. Let me see. The sponsorship is Mary Kate, actress from the upcoming Clown Motel 3 Ways to Hell movie. She sent me that autograph, a couple bucks, a poster signed by it, as well as the t-shirt, which I'm not wearing. Shit. Q. That's it. I brought the shirt to wear the fucking thing. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I've had a rough day. You know what I mean? My girlfriend's kid's in the hospital. I got a lot of shit going on. I had the shirt. I really did. Oh, there it is. She also sent me this shirt, which I should be wearing, but it's hot in Maine finally. Check it out, guys. Clown Motel. The first two are on Tubi, which she's not in, but she will be in the third one. That's the poster as well, the back of the shirt. She sent me that, signed it with a couple other people, so I got that with the picture. So Mary Kate, actress, model, photographer, aerialist, artist, makeup artist, soon-to-be tattoo artist, and actress. So I appreciate it very much. So my guest coming on now is Chris Brown, Christopher Brown, psychic medium, author, former podcaster. This dude is a musician. Me and him, believe it or not, I sang in a band called Culling the Herd for 5 years, and then I left, and Chris took over as vocals. He's friends with a lot of the guys in the band. He actually, he's hooked up with one of the chicks that used to hang out in the band, believe it or not, Kayla, which is pretty awesome. She's a hairstylist. So we're going to bring Chris on right now. Chris does mediumships. He's actually read me, and he's pretty spot on with this stuff. Paranormal investigator as well, and he's just a public speaker. He's going to be all over the place in Connecticut with me this year, different places. So without further ado, he's out back having grapes, waiting patiently. Psychic medium, Christopher Brown from Maine. What's up, homie?
What's up, dude? The grapes were awesome, by the way.
Good. Good. I hope they were seedless. That's what I asked the producer to get.
That's right. So. Seedless grapes. They were amazing.
So, yes, as a lot of my audience probably knows you. I mean, you are part of the booking agency, Historically Haunted Booking LLC. So I'm also your booking agent. That's not why I put you on the show, though. You have a lot to offer. You've been around for a while, doing a lot of shit with psychic medium Scott Allen, who used to be part of it. Hello, yep. Lisa. Everybody else, we get more people checking in. So while we get the show started off, of course, I know you fairly well, but let's let everybody else know you. What's Chris Brown about? Like, how did he get started into the macabre and just metal and voices and psychics, paranormal type stuff?
Oh man, so that's a very deep question, and I'll do my best to answer. Brother. I know, right? Perfect, the best ones, right? But I don't know if I really look back, like if I went way back, like into like my childhood, I would always say things like I could feel when there's a ghost around, or like there's an energy around me, like I could feel it. It was like something that I couldn't explain, but it was like you know when you rub a balloon and the static electricity gets all crazy.
Yep.
It was that kind of static electricity that I felt. And I was like, what is this? I had no words for it either. Like my mom never mentioned psychics or mediums, and I wasn't around psychics or mediums or anything like that. So like I had no words for it. I just had to be like, what the fuck is this? And what do I do with it? But that's kind of, and then it kind of developed into like living in a haunted house. I lived in a haunted house for, I want to say like 8 years or so. It was definitely like late teenagerhood into early adulthood. I was about 14 to about 18, 19, somewhere around there when I lived there. But that place definitely turned me on to wanting to get into paranormal for sure. Because, I mean, cool. Like cliche shit was happening at that place, Adam. Like like stuff that I've been chasing ever since, and I haven't found it. Like things flying off shelves, and like I mean, I've seen shadow people, so that's one thing. But like, you know, things flying off shelves, voices, disembodied voices. You know, I literally one time I was going to the bathroom, and I went to go put my shoes down. There was a pull switch light, and I went to go put my shoes down, and I was like, oh, I need a towel. The towels are downstairs. Went to go downstairs, and the pull switch light was around my fucking neck, and I was like, bleh, you know, it choked me back. And there was nobody around, and like I tried to replicate, and I couldn't figure it out because like it was twirled up. It wasn't even open. Very weird, unexplainable things happened at that house. So that really definitely got me like deep into the paranormal. And you know, meeting you was a huge thing. You know, meeting you in the music scene and telling you that I was into ghost hunting and shit, and like the adventures that we had, like that absolutely helped, man. Like you turned me on to that world big time. So I owe you a very strong debt of gratitude, my brother.
I was just say we played outside. We did a show at the Acme Club in Lewiston, Maine, and I get to meet Chris and one of his other buddies at the time. We smoked a bunch of weed in the car out back, and I got to know Chris and what he's about and stillborn condition and how that came to be like a true life thing in your life. We can talk about that if you want later.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you and I kind of bonded through the years, and then we ended up hanging out. We ended up going to I believe it was Parsonsfield Seminary and of course Trull in Biddeford, where you lived down the street.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I almost forgot about Trull, dude. That was a fun day. And do you remember the handprint?
That's still up. You know that? Oh
no, I didn't.
Handprint.
I know, right? I remember walking around, and then we looked up in the windows. There was nothing there, and then when we came back full circle, we look up, and there's just a handprint on the window. Like that was
dude.
I wish we would have been able to go inside. That would have been really cool.
It's a 1900 asylum, literally built in 1900, and they actually did fucking. If I remember right, reading on Google, they did like some sort of like treatment with like wet blankets on over your face, like sheets of cloth, like wet, to like help people sleep or something, or get rid of their nightmares. Wow. What's going on, everybody? Sorry about checking in. What's going on, Mary? What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Gene Tewksbury? Eastern Coast Cat Research. Another Maina, bunch of Mainas. Mary's a Maina, lives up where I live in the area.
Nice.
So yeah, it's kind of been in. I mean, just like with horror movies and heavy metal, it's always just kind of been in the umbrella of. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of bad and good because you're definitely a good soul. It's just
I mean,
like a little bit of heaviness.
Well, that's I honestly do. You gotta have balance in life, right? You gotta take the good with the bad. And you know, like I struggled early on. Like when I first started like becoming a medium and I was more spiritual and like getting into spiritualism as a religion and things like that. Like I fought with myself big time. I'm like, is it okay if I listen to songs that talk about Satan because like I'm more trying to be on the light side? And then like come to find out, like my guides literally told me, they were like whatever the hell you want, listen to whatever you want. You know, watch horror movies, like the things in life, because that's what it's all about, is enjoying life. And if that's the things that I enjoy, then there's nothing wrong with it.
It's acting on it. You're not gonna go gut a cat and string the cat up to a tree and go fucking
no. Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I might watch a movie like that.
Yeah, I mean, I watched all the Terrifier movies, and those things are absolutely brutal.
Faces of Death, real life shit.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
You can get much more horrifying than fucking people really dying on film. That's pretty wild.
That's pretty horrific. Yeah.
So I love it. We're off to a great start already.
It's great catching up.
So I want to talk about your newest, which I got to get. You're now an author, literally. I mean, I'm still halfway through my fucking book. I got to give you credit. I don't know how you do it. And I know you're writing your second one, I believe, or third.
So the second one is done. I'm just getting it edited and getting a cover drawn up for it, and then I'll release it. I also want to give the first one a little time to breathe, you know. But it's all written. It's all ready to go. I'm really proud of it. So like, I hope it goes well.
Good. Me too. Let's talk about Let's talk about the first one though. Let's the whole name and everything. Let's talk about the whole thing, if you don't mind. Just a quick rundown about giving you.
No. So that book came about because, like, especially the name, I fucking knew it because, like, I mean, I use that as a tagline for a lot of things, but like, honestly, the reason why I say that is because, like, there's so many times in my life, like early on, like if when I go back to like even childhood and into like early adulthood and stuff, I would I'd do something and I'd be like, I knew I shouldn't have fucking done that. Like what the, I fucking knew it. You know, like I didn't trust my intuition, and it always backfired on me. And then I was just like, I fucking knew it. Like, oh man, I called it, you know, and like those things were happening all the time. And so it seemed natural to call my first book, I fucking knew it. And like, I was going to call it 21 grams. And the reason for that is because there was a study done where a gentleman, he tried to see how much body mass you lose upon death. Right. So he had somebody on a scale, and he, at the moment of death, when the gentleman transitioned into spirit, 21 grams was notably lost in that study.
That's what a soul weighs.
Right. And so that's kind of what, apparently, I guess, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it was replicated, and I don't know if he was able to do more testing. Like, I have no clue. 'Cause I mean, obviously that's hard to do with people.
That's fucking wild.
But 21 grams. And so, you know, the weight of the soul.
Even for you, it was an interesting fact like that.
Like, I know, what a weird fact, right?
Like a stillborn condition, right? It's not just a catchy name. Oh my fucking
No,
God.
it's not. And that's another thing. Like I always felt that there was two sort of presences around me in my life. Come to find out, you know, I was a triplet, and when I was born, and their umbilical cords unfortunately wrapped around my stomach, and it kind of it killed them and almost killed me in the process. But those scars I call my stillborn condition. And that's why we're called.
That's some deep shit, guys. That's not just a catchy phrase. That's not just a.
Yeah, no, we're not just sickos trying to come up with.
No, it's not. We're not talking horror movies. Literally, we could talk a horror movies and a metal song about it. Lord knows you can scream like it. Between you and I always love the picture of you and I on stage together. We shared the stage singer with the same band. That was pretty epic. I can't say that with anybody that I know, so that's pretty fun.
That was an epic night. I love that shit.
I want to get into that real quick because I want to jump all over the place. ADHD, you know me. What are your favorite things about like the band? It's got to be performing live, right? With the boys, Herd Flock, or other shows, bars and shit.
Yeah, I mean, we just did one at a place in Searsport, and it was wild. I mean, people were jumping around, they were moshing, they were having a great time. And I was like, I feed off that, you know, like if people in the audience are going nuts, I want to go nuts. And you know that. I mean, there's been so many shows that I've seen you play, and I was like, damn, these boys are bringing it, you know, like
Show's 6'3" or whatever like that. There with his long hair, jamming on a guitar, screaming backup vocals. Of course, Nick can belch anyway. I mean, then Nick's front row. You guys are very supportive of other bands. Searsport, isn't that where Chaos Machine and Seas Vatican are from? Right?
Searsport, yeah, I think so. I think up that way. It's north of me. I'm in Jefferson.
Yeah,
it's on the way to like Fort Knox.
Yeah. By Bucksport with Colonel Buck there. Got the footprint. Yeah, that's the best part about driving too. You're like me. You see the beauty in cemeteries and
man.
Yeah, shit like that, man. Like
that's funny. You know, Brandon Hyde. Yeah. So I was just with him today, and we were talking about long drives and how I enjoy long drives. You know, just like cruising and just. I don't know, just chilling, looking at stuff. Like if I go to a reading and it's like an hour and a half away from my house, like I just look at this road and just cruise and just try to connect to their loved ones on my way to a reading. You know what I mean?
I got to get you guys to my area. I live by like Mount Katahdin. I live by Foxcroft. I live by like the Katahdin Iron Furnace. Different shit. There's like Bissell Brothers Brewing in Milo. Different places and stuff. I live by there. You have to come check it out sometime. I live alone in a trailer. I mean, I own the fucking thing. It's pretty chill, and I usually do my podcast there. I'm visiting Heather right now, but we'll get you up there. I think you'd like those wild rabbits. You go outside, there's rabbits hopping around. That's a fucking acid trip. I come out with my day.
That's cool, man.
They won't let you pet them, but I mean, they're fucking ornery. They're little bastards, but they're fucking great, dude.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. I'd love to see them.
Yeah, we got you got one Brown, you get another Brown. Jim Brown, Tombstone
Jim Brown. What's up, Jim? He's
good
awesome.
People from fucking Maine. Good people. Yes, Chris
great
is
people,
awesome.
Man. Absolutely great people.
Good to see you and Dawn happy. I know the kids, Milton and them, are growing up quick. So let's talk about a little bit about paranormal investigating too. You're not with a team anymore, so we'll mention that you were the couple. I was actually on the same team with you at one point with the dickhead. But besides that, you still do your own thing. You still doing. You still. I mean, you must join other people or just do solo hunts or whatever. You still do your shit. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still definitely active in it. I mean, I haven't been to one in a while, which is a bummer. But no, I can't say that. I recently was at Hartsuff Hall, Matt Warner's place. And we did a gallery.
Massachusetts, okay.
Yeah, Massachusetts. We did a gallery, me and Scott Allen, and then we did a ghost hunt afterwards for people, and that was really fun. Hartsuff Hall is a great spot. If you ever get a chance to go there, absolutely do that. And Matt Warner and his team are top tier. They're good people.
Matt War Paranormal. Yeah, I had a not falling out with Matt, but working with the same guy you and I worked with. They didn't like each other, and I kind of got torn down on one side. But me and Matt get along. I've seen him at a convention and shit. He's nodded his head and shit. I don't mind Warner Paranormal. And
yeah.
So brought me to something real quick, and I just lost focus. When you walk into these, well, real quick, we're not halfway through yet, but I want you to plug some shit. We got a fair amount of people watching. Where can people find you for appointments, to see what you're doing next, or just to message you for help?
They can message me right on Facebook. They can go to my personal page or my business page, which is Psychic Medium Christopher. That's the page I usually send people to, just to check it out, because I post daily, or try to post as much as I can, positive, memes or other things, or show dates and things like that. So sometimes mediumship lessons, there's stuff that I've learned that I want to pass on and just let people know. So yeah, Psychic Medium Christopher at Facebook would work. I do have a website as well, psychicmediumchristopher.com. And yeah, those are probably the best ways to get a hold of me.
Good. I didn't mean to fucking jump in on there, but I want real quick. Someone's reading your book, Tammy Lynn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Book is awesome. Lisa says. Lilac says, "Hey, what's up, ladies? Thanks for checking in and supporting. Please share this. Please promote. Share Chris's page. Share the podcast page. Get any questions? Ask away. Just be cool about it." Where does Chris look for inspiration? Is it Scott Allen, who's I guess not same level as you, but you know what I mean? He's like, is there someone that you look to, like, that you've looked up to for a while, or that you think is like, you know what I mean, namesake as far as psychics go?
As far as psychics go, I mean, honestly, I look up to Scott as well. He's really developed a strong base for mediumship. Like, he is a good dude. He's good at what he does. He's a great medium. I have to give him full marks for that. And working with him has been a blast. So
he's been on shows. He's been at conventions. He's been
man. He nails it. Like at Hearts of Hall, he was like boom, boom, boom. It was nuts. So him as well. There's like, and some of the TV psychics, it sounds crazy, but like I watch this guy, Matt Frazier, a lot.
My mom loves Frazier.
Yeah, dude. And some people say certain things about him, and other people love him. Other people hate him. But I don't know. I've been watching his stuff. So
I saw my mom loved him, and after she passed away, my sister bought tickets for me and her to see him at the Italian Heritage Center in Portland. No shit. I got a picture with Psychic Matt Allen. Oh yeah, he's all tattooed. I'm not tattooed, but all fucking tanned. And he's all like, he's like Joyzy talking like Italian, but and I got a picture with him and shit. He didn't come through to me or anything, but he came through to some people, made some people cry. Call it fake or not, it's closure, motherfucker. I don't give it. That's nothing fake about closure. When
absolutely not.
Tell them it's fake. Good luck. Good. So,
and I like I said, I like him. You know what I mean? I think he's doing good things because people are touched by it. You watch his videos and people are visibly moved by what he's saying. So, like, to me, that's a hit.
Yeah.
That's good. If
famous
you're
ones get a bad rap.
Helping people, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, famous ones get a bad rap.
And John Holland actually is another one. I've always looked up to John Holland. Yeah. He has been somebody that I've tried to not emulate, but just get to that level. I strive for that. You know what I mean? Because he's damn good at what he does. And I've seen a lot of videos where he is just unbelievably dialed in, and it's awesome.
Oh man, you're a good shit. Chris is a good dude. He's a father. He's a lover. He's a fucking man. I've known this guy for a while, and I mean, I know we've had maybe falling outs because of said dickhead, but at the same time, we've always gotten good conversations and mutual respect. So thank you for coming on and trusting me and fucking man. That's just fucking. We got a ways to go. Plenty of time. I'm just fucking getting the feels going because I needed this. It's been a rough week.
Awesome. Yeah.
Leave it to a fucking main boy to bring it through. So you live in the Jefferson area. Not trying to get personal, but do you live more like towards like not Bangor, but you live like
I'm kind of east of Augusta.
Oh, okay. So you're the opposite of Bethel.
I'm
not Bethel, Belfast.
Belfast is kind of north of me.
Okay. I bring tours there. There's been scenes of Thinner, Stephen King's movie, have been filmed there.
Oh, no kidding.
Cool. Raleigh's Diner and shit. You go in. The end scene is a big bar, and that's where the guy was talking on the phone in Thinner, and I talked to him about it, and it's a fucking bar from a 1700s pirate ship that they saved, and they kept the bar. And that's no shit. So it's a double 2 for 2. Get a beer there. Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, I love that little shit.
Yeah.
So speaking of Stephen King, you know me, I'm a King man. You got any Stephen King favorites, films and books?
Probably favorite book would be Misery, for sure.
Heather's just got done reading that.
Oh man, Misery is fantastic. It just the way he talks, like in the beginning of the book, he's all drugged up and he's all messed up, and then he gets clear-minded, and you can see that through the narration through the book, where he just is all cloudy and then he clears up, and it's just like, oh man.
Heather brought up shit like there's one point when he talked about how she gave him mouth to mouth and he breathed real quick because he couldn't stand the taste of her breath in his mouth.
Yeah,
or something like that. And then I'm like, then instead of hitting his spoiler guys, instead of hitting his foot with a sledgehammer, she cuts the fucking thing off.
Yeah, he hobbles him. Yeah,
oh my,
with a turkey cutter, I think, if I remember right.
I'm like, what? He didn't break it with a sledgehammer? She goes, no, she cuts it. She's a real evil in this fucking book. I go, wow.
He also runs someone over with a lawnmower, if I remember right.
Yes. So that's favorite book. What about movie?
Favorite movie, Stephen King movie? This might sound really weird, but The Langoliers.
Bangor International Jetport was sort
of. Dude, I don't know. People like some people say it's cheesy, and it is. I mean, the graphics or whatever, but like it's a great movie.
I hear the book's pretty wild too. The whole basis of it, waking up and there's like nothing in the airport but you, and it's like, am I in another dimension? Then coming to and everything's there. It's like, what the fuck?
That whole idea of that is just wild.
It is pretty wild. You got any other favorite flicks or books besides that from anybody else?
So there was a book series that is probably one of my absolute favorite book series. It's by a book named Suzanne Collins, I believe. But she wrote what did she write? But either way, it's called The Obsidian Mirror. And it's a 3-part series or a 4-part series. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So you should check it out sometime if you get a chance. I'll send you the link.
You did. I still got to read that one thing you sent me in the link in my email like fucking 2 months ago. I still haven't read that.
Oh, I think that's something that I wrote.
Fucking life's been fucking busy. I got to get on that.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
Other movies and anything?
Other movies? Let's see. I'm trying to think of some ones that we watched recently. Oh, Smile was really good.
Oh, with the black chick on the cover and she's smiling.
And she's like, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. Oh, look at this fucking guy.
Nick. What's up, Nick?
Yeah, Smile's good with the chick. That's pretty wild. So that's cool. You guys are still digging horror movies. So who do you look up to for guitarists, brother? Who do you look up to for bands and shit? I mean, obviously Pantera, gotta be Dimebag, but
yeah, absolutely. They definitely are one of them. But I look up to I've been really back into Decapitated recently.
Brutal.
Decapitated rips. I've definitely been into Bloodbath as well. Those guys are sick.
Gotta get me into them. Yeah. Bloodbath.
Yeah, Bloodbath. They're nasty.
They've been around since the 90s, I think, if I remember.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. That album, Nightmares Made Flesh, so brutal.
I love you. You're somebody that's, yeah.
Actually, that album has one of my favorite death metal songs of all time. It's called Eaten. You ever heard of that one?
Oh, maybe. I'd have to listen to it.
Dude, so it's called Eaten, right? And the whole point, or the whole, all the lyrics are based on a guy that wanted, he put in a classified ad for someone to come and literally eat his body in front of him.
I believe it. Cannibalism at its finest.
And so they heard about the classified ad, and they were like, "Oh man, we got to write a song about this."
That's fucking. Oh, and it's actually a real one. Oh, it's based on
a real story. Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Oh, that's fucking. Dude, people are bizarre. It's getting weirder every day.
It really is, man. People are whacked.
So where does Chris Brown, man? Where does psychic medium Christopher see himself this time next year? Finishing another book, going on more tours, maybe some more conventions.
Yeah, all those things, man. I think you definitely said what I'm thinking, man. Getting on more conventions, getting on more places outside of the local area, because I'm going to South Carolina with Scott Allen on the 30th of May, which is going to be a blast.
Ooh.
Yep. Never been to South Carolina, so I've been through it, but I've never actually been there. We're going to Charleston.
I'm trying to think. That's going to be a little bit. That's like a warmer spot, almost towards Florida. So bring your
should be warm. Should be nice. And so that'd be fun. But yeah, getting out to different conventions, getting out to doing that, just doing more readings, doing more galleries. I love the galleries. They're so much fun, and you get to meet a lot of cool people. Like-minded, just like awesome people, and the connections you make are great. I've had a lot of fun with those.
I was gonna say that sounds like one of your favorite parts. I think is making the connections and bringing closure to people. I mean,
100%, man. Yeah, like when it's like when people say like that they needed that, or like, hey man, this really helped me a lot. Like that's the reward for me. That's where it's at for me.
people don't have that anymore. It's just almost like everyday kindness in a certain way. You're kind of doing a public service to an extent. I mean, obviously not really, because it's beyond that. It shouldn't be a free service, I don't think, by any means. But it's still a greatly needed service, if that makes sense. And it's
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, faith is rare these days, and I think fucking people have lost that. It doesn't have to be necessarily God and the whole fucking nine. I get it, but at least some sort of faith that you're going to go beyond, right? We don't want to be. I mean, that's the thing. Like, just I don't know.
And that's the thing, man. The universe is like, it continues. Once you die, there's something afterwards. And I used to struggle with that big time. I used to be like, oh man, like I'd be scared. And I still am kind of scared to die. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go, but anytime soon.
But you can't kill energy, brother.
That's the thing. My body and my spirit will go on, and that's a cool thing. Knowing that and being able to like communicate with it in the living is unreal. Like unlike anything I ever thought was possible. So like it's just kind of nuts.
I think we sleep because we drain so much of our energy for the whole time we're awake. Yeah. But at the same time, when we sleep, it might be in realm or fucking whatever the fuck, but we're still breathing. Our body's there's still something there pushing our heart and blood. There's energy. Yeah. You can't kill it. You can contain it, but you can't kill it.
Absolutely.
It's just shapeshift. So I don't think it's gonna. And I don't want to get all the way fully into that shit. I feel like I miss my mom more than ever, and I know one day I'm going to see her. Maybe not the same place she was on Earth, but I'll see her again. Same thing with you. I mean, you got a daughter, you got families and shit. You got people. You want to see people again. Life's short.
Yeah.
So you got to do nothing wrong. Fucking A. Yes. Psychic medium Christopher Brown. You want him for your convention? You want him for your podcast? Message me, Adam Bejant, Historical Booking LLC. I'll get him on your show. I might actually have a spot for you, I think, coming up on another show. You've been on Rap Show, co-host Diego. Let's Find Out, right? Have you been on Let's Find Out yet podcast with Diego?
I'm sorry. No, I don't think so.
Okay, I got to get you on that then. He wanted some people. So.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh. Hold on, there's someone right now. Wants Tammy Lynn. Said she's reading your book. Thank you for what you do, Chris. You helped me and my boyfriend who was killed in a motorcycle accident. You let me know that he is at peace. Testimony right there. Did not bought and pay for that. Thank you, Tammy, for you tuning in and sharing that. Very much appreciated.
Thank you, Tammy. That's awesome. And I don't
pleasure. Bullshit. I don't bring people on I don't bring on people just to go, oh, this is who they are. Chris has done some shit, but we're not bragging about that. Chris is in it for the pure fucking reasons. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking nice to have, a little bit of you have to go to South Carolina. That's fucking dope. But at the same time, it's for the right reasons. You go in as a job, so to speak. It's not just joy. So good on you, Chris.
Thanks, man.
That's big, man.
Thank you. I just, like I said, like you. Healing the hearts, if I can heal hearts and just let people know that their loved ones are really they're still with them and they're still around, like they're not truly gone, then that's where it's at for me,
And that's closure for you too. Like you said, every little bit of that you bring with you too, and it kind of helps you kind of grieve if you need it. You kind of like realization, I think so.
Absolutely, man. It helps me process the afterlife for sure.
And I remember when you first started getting your panties wet, we started going and doing stuff, and you're getting all into it. You're like, man, I don't know, I feel weird going to graveyards. Remember, you said you just felt different, and Parsonsfield, you felt so electric. Parsonsfield Seminary, guys, it's an old 1800s boys and girls school, and it was actually one of the only places in Maine that had black children there before after the Civil War and stuff. And some dude burnt it and killed like 3 black kids and a white boy in part of the school. And Chris, I, and Heather went there and met the caretakers on a whim for free. Just went for rides, went to joint. And want a tour? I go, you think so? We got a tour of the whole thing. And Chris felt a little alive. And that's when you started. You were into it. I'm not stealing your glory. But I think that really gets you like, wow, like this is
100%.
Right? I mean, that was kind of one of your first big time doing shit like that. Me too, honestly.
I was in the attic. I don't know. You must remember we were in the attic, and I felt like there was like, what's that?
4th floor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I was like, I don't know. I felt something, and then going home and then YouTubing the Parsonsfield Seminary, and there was a medium that was standing in the same spot that we were, and she was like, "There's a boy spirit here, and he's playing games with me," and then I'm just like, "What?"
You text me. Yeah, you've watched it for like a week straight. You were hooked on videos on this place.
Oh man, I was obsessed. It was awesome,
It is
man. Like
pretty cool.
I said, I owe you a lot for letting me go with you that day and just being able to like
Dude.
open up and just kind of, I like thank you, dude. Seriously.
You opened me up to the metal scene, man. You opened me up to a whole new door because I was playing with rock bands, which is great. But then I get to play with metal bands and play at Geno's and shit with bands like you and shit like that. So I get to play with a little bit of a deeper crowd. Nothing against rock bands. I love Shinedown and shit. But I'm very much a fucking, I like it. It's a release, just like this podcast shit. Like I'm seeing people now because I'm back with you. Now that I'm back in my life after mom died, I'm back with you. So now I'm friends with like fucking Ryan Porter and fucking Nick Moore and them. And like, how you been? Wow, you're a ghost guy now. You're a booking agent. I go, things change. I've always been a talker. I just kind of switched it around. I'm still doing calling her reunion this year. I practiced with the boys.
I can't wait for that, man. That's gonna be a blast.
That'll be a fun. So do you try to balance like especially now that it's almost Halloween time between paranormal investigating, playing with the band, and psychic readings with with Scott? You gotta let me know. I gotta write this stuff down in the calendar. You must be booked solid.
Well, right now I got a couple of things. I'll definitely send you my.
I got your poster of the thing. I'm like through April. It's like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that's the most updated thing. That's the most updated list. Yep. But yeah, still open to doing more. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm still open to doing it. If anybody wants me anywhere, or they want to book a reading, like either let you Adam know, or let me know, and we'll figure it out.
Chris is also going to be at the Connecticut convention with me.
Yep, that's going to be a blast in July. Yes. Yep. July 12th and 13th, if I remember right.
Yes. You're going to be a speaker there. It's like a serial killer convention. That's not all the way serial killer, but true crime. So that's something different. Still going to have us paranormal guys, but it's going to have a little bit on Ed Gein and shit. So that's kind of neat.
That is neat, man. I can't wait. And Kayla's all into that. She loves the true crime.
Oh, stuff. See? Dude, chicks love serial killers. Isn't that bizarre? Chicks love 24/7 fucking 28 hours. My girlfriend loves it. I go, man, oh man, am I weird?
Yeah, right.
So let's talk some fun shit. We got plenty of time still. What's one of Chris's after a big adventure or a big show? What's one of your favorite meals before or after a celebrate? Steak, lobster, barbecue.
So lately it's been poutine.
Oh, that's a first on the show, I believe, guys. Poutine. No shit.
Yeah, I have a strong love for poutine, man. Like I'll make it at my house. Like I'll make my own. Or
French fries, gravy, and
to a
cheese.
Show somewhere, and we go to a restaurant. Like I pick poutine.
I'll be damned. They actually have that at restaurants. I've never looked.
Yeah, some places do, man, and it's killer. Like they have different kinds of all sorts. And what's up?
Hello, Minnesota Association of Paranormal Study. It's going to be a Maine thing because that's a Canadian treat. So Maine must have that, especially at like the Maine Diner and shit like that.
Oh yeah, the Maine diners will have it. Yeah.
Fucking, I bet you Dice Hots has got it.
Dice Hots, yeah, I bet they do. I think we were just there not too long ago. Do they have it? Oh, we went there for breakfast. Okay, so I don't know.
You guys went there for Dice Hots, you and Kayla?
Yeah, me and Kayla, we were playing a show somewhere, and we ended up hitting it up.
Herman or Bangor?
I think it was Bangor.
Okay, yeah, the Bangor one.
Or no, whatever the original one was.
Herman.
Then we went to that one. That's
where King went when he wrote Maximum Overdrive.
No kidding. That's cool.
It was based on that one. It was based on trucks circling around a truck stop. Yeah, that's no shit. I know my knowledge. I use it because no one else does it. There is a small SK Tours, but they don't leave Bangor. But I bring people to Hancock where the house is. I bring people to Pet Cemetery in Ellsworth behind the Elks Lodge. I bring people to Dice Hearts in Herman. I leave Bangor. Awesome. So
that's awesome, man.
But yeah, that's cool. So anyway, what's your meal? What's your go-to? It's poutine then. It really is your thing.
That's my thing, man. That's my jam. I'll do poutine like 9 out of 10 times.
That gives you good fats too. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, ripping good fats, dude.
Ripping good fats. Well, that's cool. So, Chris Brown, give me one of your bucket list locations you got to go for. You kick the bucket for America, and one for like Europe.
Oh man, Asia, like paranormal places or just places in general?
Can be tied. But just, I guess, or one of each. But I guess basically just like, you got to go to Italy because fucking the Colosseum or because you got blood ties or.
That's funny. You're a little psychic yourself there because like the reason why I would go to Italy is because of the Colosseum.
That's
Straight
where I
up.
want to go too. That's
like
some old school when they used to fucking the race of horses and shit in there.
and there's so much crazy energy in that building. Like going in there must be wild.
Back to what was it 8? No, it wasn't before. Wasn't before BC. Wasn't 8? Wasn't BC? Was it? But it had to be early AD, probably 1600s.
I couldn't
maybe.
Tell you. Maybe. I couldn't tell you. Maybe AD.
It's old. I know that. It's got to be old. It's older than 1800s. I know that. So
yeah, for sure. Like it's
like
really maybe. Back there. Yeah.
That's cool. I know there's like a vampire island. So is that your bucket list though for other country?
I would love to go to Italy. I always wanted to go to Africa.
Okay.
I really think that would be a cool spot to go to. Just like see the wildlife, be in that kind of like, oh my God, am I going to live or die kind of scenario?
I can see you trying to ride a rhino.
Yeah, really. Come back here. I'll get you.
Trying to fucking
chasing after it.
What about for America, brother?
For America.
Give me one of each, paranormal or regular if you want. Give me 2.
All right. For paranormal, probably, I mean, it's going to sound crazy, but like I literally have always wanted to go to Gettysburg and I haven't been there.
I was going to say Amityville. I thought you were going to say Amityville.
Well,
Gettysburg, though. You've never been to Gettysburg? Would be great.
I haven't been to Gettysburg yet.
No shit.
Yeah. Oh. I would love to get there at some point. But also too, like I always wanted to go to what is it called? Eastern State Penitentiary.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
The world's first penitentiary.
Kind of intrigued me. There was an old video game that was called The Suffering, and it was like a spin-off of Eastern State Penitentiary.
Al Capone had a cell there.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Scott Bossy brought me after my mom passed away. He don't talk to me. He hasn't talked to me in over a year.
Oh man.
Because I gave him some shit about something. He was in New Hampshire. You know Scott. You know one else knows Scott. But yeah, he hasn't talked to me since the whole fiasco about Toilet Fest and throwing my name under the mud, saying that I did it and shit. Yeah, he hasn't talked to me since then. So like I did something wrong. I'm like, you're the one that did it, not me, asshole.
Yeah, right. I messaged him.
But he brought me to Eastern State Pen. I got pictures there. We had to wear the mask. It was COVID time. It was 2020. Yep. So I got my DoorDash mask. But I got Al Capone's cell. I got the electric chair, death row. World's first penitentiary. Huge fucking, definitely intimidating. That's cool you say that. No one's ever said that.
Eastern State that's Pen. Cool. Yeah, Eastern State Penitentiary. That's
cool. What's one of your favorite places, brother, that you've been?
Oh man, one of the favorite places that I've been? Probably That's a tough question, man. I've been to some cool places, but
you've been to Salem, right?
Oh yeah, I asked Kayla to marry me in Salem.
Oh, shut the front door! That's the answer right there. We have a winner.
Yeah, it's got to be Salem, right?
Where was it? I'm curious. Was it at a hotel?
So the walk. It's kind of like outside of where the city is, but there's a long walkway to a lighthouse, I believe.
Derby Lighthouse.
Yes. So on that long walk,
Halloween, yeah.
On that long walk, we sat down, and then I went on one knee and I asked the question.
Dude, that's so beautiful. Was the ship there? The Friendship was the old.
Yeah, it was actually, if I remember right.
What a fucking backdrop!
I know it was pretty cool. And then we went out and then had alligator, and it was really good.
You ate alligator?
Yeah, they were like alligator chicken nuggets.
No way. That's just the name. Was it real alligator meat?
It tasted like it. Yeah. I mean,
you dip it in anything?
Yeah, they had some like horseradish sauce or whatever.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's a first on the show, guys. Chris Brown eating alligator fucking meat with a Megadeth shirt. Is that Megadeth? Are you sure?
Yeah, actually, Megadeth and Lamb of God.
Oh, fucking A. I saw, I met Randy Blythe and them with Bobby King and my mom back when they put in the asylum, and he signed my head. We ate some lasagna. They opened up for Mushroom Head.
Oh, and nice.
And then fucking, I get to see finally Meshuggah opened up for Megadeth at the House of Blues in Boston. I get to see fucking Dave Mustaine finally.
That's sick.
Oh, we could talk music all day, you and me, you bastard.
Oh, yeah.
What's one of your bucket list bands that you never got to see, but you probably like, who's a band that maybe broken up or like maybe passed away that you can't see that you'd love to? Like the Doors? Okay.
That's it. Does it matter like when, like the era?
No, give me one or two.
Okay, so Badfinger would be one of them. They're good. They're wicked good.
I like those guys. Okay.
And as far as like death metal or metal goes, probably like Decapitated, like back when the original members were still living.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? Because like
You dig Gore? You ever seen Dave Brockie from Gore, the original singer?
Oh no, that'd be cool though. Yeah.
He passed away. I saw his grave in Richmond, Virginia, at Hollywood Cemetery. But
Oh really?
yeah, I get to see them play once at Wally's Pub in New Hampshire. They played with I forget who, but he came out with his big fake phallus dick and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Guar would be cool. Yeah, the original Guar. Yeah, that'd be nuts.
So dumb. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh. So, what does Chris do before a big reading? Do you have a ritual? Do you read a verse from the Bible? Do you kind of just talk to yourself in the corner? You play music? Do you just pace?
I say a prayer, honestly, or what you would call a prayer,
Okay.
or like, it's pretty simple. Like it's thanking the universe, thanking the universe for the reading, for like all the attributes that go into what makes a good reading, validation, specifics, things like that. And I just thank the universe for allowing me to do it, and just like being able to do it, and thanking their loved ones or whoever wants to show up for coming through. That's kind of what I do. And sometimes people will come to me before reading, and sometimes people will come to me as soon as I kind of like take a deep breath and close my eyes and then go for it. But it kind of varies each time. But that's kind of what I do beforehand. I thank the universe, and I just kind of send my love to the universe and whoever wants to come through for somebody.
See, so mote it be, man. You fucking pay it forward. You really, literally, it's full circle. I like that because that's where good intentions come from. It's like the circle of compassion and love that just goes around, because that's just like with friendship and family, man. That's how you keep people around you. I don't tell anybody to fuck off, but if they're not fitting my genre, dude, and it's like, I can kind of just slowly back out. And there's some people like, it's
Yeah. It's not a bad thing. You got to do it for yourself. You got to set a boundary. You know what I mean?
No. And Brandon's good people, man. He's one of the best people I fucking know. One of the coolest artists, and just he's a good, passionate dude. They'll do anything for you. So you surround yourself with good people. Kayla's a sweetheart, of course. So
yeah,
Pete's okay, but just kidding. The fucking Lily boys. Yeah. I went over there. I said, "Boy, ain't changed much with you, fucking guys."
No,
they got some girls sticking around now.
He's consistent. I will say that.
Smallest nipples on any man I've ever seen. But.
That's funny.
So, all right, we still got about 15, 20 minutes to go, man. I usually ask my guests towards the end of the show to mix it up a little bit and play host. You want to ask me a question?
I'll ask you a question, yeah. Let's see. If you could play any instrument, what do you think you would play?
You know what's funny? I've always could see myself playing guitar, but since I was a kid, I love fucking the drums. I used to put bands and shit and just fucking hit them. I just love, me, I love being heard, being seen, the noise. Even though you're behind the set, and drummers don't get the whole guitarist love. I'm not trying to brag, I know you, whatever, but you know what I mean? You're the lead guitarist, but as far as like a drummer, you know what I mean?
I do.
Neil Peart of Rush was a god, dude. That guy could play. You know what I mean? So, and then the guy from Tool has his drum set in a complete circle, perfect circle for a reason or something. Yeah. So there's different things. But I tried it, of course, with Pete and shit. And of course, Mike used to grab my microphone and go, "Anybody can sing." La, la, la. I go, "Yeah, that sounds good." Like Oscar the Grouch jerking off. Real cool. Give me the microphone. Go back and playing guitar. So, being singers kind of, but then playing drums, man, between your feet and the whole and then kicking bass, that's fucking rough and a workout, man. They're always sweating balls. So, long story short, I gotta say drums, man. I love to beat the skins a little bit. I feel like that's kind of ritual too. You don't need to plug drums in. It's kind of people used to put, deer skin over things and play them, the old school bongos. So drums. Final answer, Alex. I think.
Nice. That sounds very good. Nice. Alex, nice. Let's see. Can I ask you another one?
Of course, brother. This is fun.
All right. So are you a gamer?
I haven't in a while. I used to play Call of Duty. I played Driver on PlayStation. I love Mario Kart, all that shit. But it's been probably
what's your favorite video game
of all time?
Yeah, all time video game.
Got to be Mario Kart. Super Nintendo, probably the old school one, man. I used to fucking run laps around people and shit.
Yeah,
the certain little byways and the little spots. And, just right when good aim with a green shell. Even that's deadly. The green shell's deadly if you can make it.
If you can make it, yeah.
Because of course, 64 comes out with the blue one with the spikes on it for 64.
Oh yeah,
that was good. Yeah, that was good. That was pretty good. But I like the old school, man. I remember even just playing Mario Brothers, sneaking down the Nintendo. I mean, I'm 45 now, so I remember when video games first came out with Atari and shit. And and I know the new ones now, they're like virtual reality and all that shit's great and all that stuff. I respect it. but definitely got to be old school, man. Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
What about you?
Right now I'm playing Far Cry 5.
I've heard of Far Cry. This is like a Devil May Cry thing. My buddy got it for me.
That's cool.
It's like a head wrap thing. Yes. I go, that's fucking dope. I go, yeah. So what's Far Cry? Like a gunslinger thing?
It's like you have to fight against a religious cult. Open world, kind of just going around and liberating kind of outposts and things like that, and just kind of talking to people, getting missions, and it's cool, man. It's a wicked fun game.
Wow. That sounds pretty cool. See, I could get into it. It's hard with between timing and everything else, and just because I'm still trying to write my first fucking book, and that between that, the booking and podcast, I love it, and it's my escape every week. It's like, but it's still great. I'm going on season 5 soon in August.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks, man. I just got sponsored from that chick. She's in a movie. She's gonna be my guest in a couple of weeks. She's out killing people in Nevada right now.
That's amazing.
At the Real Clown Motel on Route 66, Nevada.
That's funny. My daughter just told me about that place.
Oh, no way. Yeah. Dude, what's she like 18? She's going to be 20 something.
Oh, my daughter? No, she's 15.
Okay. She's younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, growing up fast.
Yeah, she's about 10 when I met her. Holy shit.
Yeah. Just a little one.
Yeah. Heather's kid, too. She was 9. Now she's 17, 16, whatever. 16.
Yeah, they grow up so fast. It's nuts.
Couple years graduate, and I go, ha. That means I'm older.
Yeah. Oh, man, I turned 40, and I'm feeling every bit of it.
Oh, no shit. Oh, yeah, I tell you, it's not like it used to be. The 30s are great. The 40s are something different, so hang on. But you're in pretty good shape. I think mentally, too, you're pretty good. You have a great life there with a great chick. You're doing your farm thing. And I think the psychic thing helps you. It must be draining, though, a little bit. I mean, I know you love it, but you must be kind of tired to an extent.
Doing readings and stuff?
After a big reading or a big weekend or night, right?
Yeah, after like a big gallery or whatever, I definitely go home and I crash. I just chill out for a while and I get real tired.
Drains you, I would think.
It is. It kind of knocks me out for a little bit. But especially if I'm doing a fair and I'm reading all day, by the end of the day, I'm just like, whoo, I'm just like pooped. But it's all worth it. You know what I mean? I do it because I love it. You know what I mean? And I would gladly get pooped for doing a good cause, right?
Psychic Medium Christopher on Facebook, guys. He's right on there. He's got a website. Check him out for what he's doing, his gallery. Maybe message him for a private reading if he does PayPal. You do PayPal in Venmo?
PayPal or Venmo. Also, I can do phone, Zoom, in person if you're in the area. If you're in the main area, I can come to your house if you feel comfortable with that. Like I can make house calls. I love doing that because it's something that people like, they can stay in their element and they can kind of be in their homes and not have to go to some place that
make them comfortable. I like that.
Yeah.
You're a man of the people. Speaking of man of the people, real quick, we got about another 10 minutes, but real quick before we do finish it, Nick Cates got a question for you. What's up, Mr. Agent Cates? Do you have any scary experiences, Chris Brown? Do you have any paranormal or psychic wise? Mr. Author
scary experiences. That's a great question. So, So anytime I've ever seen a shadow person, I call that a scary experience. And I remember actually being in the Oliver house, I believe it was. I was in the basement of the Oliver house, and I remember Nick's fiance there, Kim. She was there as well, and I believe Nick was there. Either way, I saw the shadow figure walk through and just like into a wall. And I freaked out and I ran up the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, like panicked because it was like a full bloodied shadow figure just passed me by. And I was like,
that's in Boltonboro, Massachusetts. That's the basements where they kept black people during the Underground Railroad. It has a little hatch that goes up when you go down to the basement. I think I was there with you too.
Yeah. That was a crazy night.
Was that fucking night?
Well,
I went there once or twice with fucking Chris, Dickface, and fucking I hate to say his name. I'm not trying to be. And I have nothing against him. Honestly, he came up to me last year, whatever. But I was there with Nick and Kim too. I wonder if you must have been there. We went there 2 or 3 times. But sorry to cut you off. But I think that's the one where you were white as a ghost. If I remember right.
Man, I was scared. That freaked me out. Right. Honestly, being at the Conjuring house, like I know the owner's a wackadoo, but when Corey and Jen owned it, I was there and I got pushed down the stairs at the Conjuring house, and that was freaky. That was a scary experience.
I didn't get to go to that one. That's in Harrisburg or Harrisville, Rhode Island, right?
Yep.
Harrisville.
Harrisville, I think. Yeah, something like that.
You got
But yeah,
pushed
that
down the
one,
stairs. It's like
I did.
wow, it's like a 1730s farmhouse or some shit. Or
Yeah, man. And I was at the very top of the stairs, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. Just like fell down every friggin' one of them. And I got pushed, man. I like legitimately got pushed. It was
I
crazy.
bet you that fucking felt good.
Yeah, I was at the bottom of the stairs, like, people are like, "Are you okay? Oh my god, oh my god." I'm like, "Yep, I'm all right." Oh my god, fuck.
Good thing you didn't break your fucking neck, dude. Wow.
I know, right? I got lucky, man. I got real lucky. So that was a freaky experience. But as far as like psychic wise, I don't really, I haven't gotten like anything scary. You know, I've had things that have been like, what the hell? You know, like couldn't explain it, but nothing scary as far as
like
psychic.
No one came through that might have been like a serial killer or just like a monster or pedophile.
I've had murderers come through. I have had that
Okay.
happen. There was a time where I was doing a reading and her friend passed away from a murder suicide kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was rough. But so that has happened. But it wasn't necessarily scary. It was more like I was kind of just in shock, really. Just like, but it didn't kind of freak me out as much as it was just like heavy, you know.
I don't think people realize that as a psychic medium, you can't pick and choose who comes through. You don't just get the good ones.
No,
you don't just get the ones with good intentions, right? I mean,
sometimes people come through and the person across from me, they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? They're not interested in what that person has to say, or maybe they wronged them pretty bad in life. And, so it's hard to dictate that sometimes, especially when like you're doing a reading.
Because they're going to look at you with the grief and go, no, he's an asshole. Okay, lady, I'm just doing as he came through. But I mean,
right. Like I'm just trying to be,
I mean,
yeah,
that's a good with the bad. People don't see that. You get the praise, which is great, but you might get the abuse sometime. You might get the bigger point. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
because you're the face. I mean,
it gets me in trouble, you know, but but it is what it is. It's funny because like sometimes people think like, you know, they have their one person that they want to hear from, but like it could be like your neighbor that you met when you were 5. Like you never know.
Yeah. It's whoever's coming through at that moment who's like, oh shit, I know this person. What's up? They jump.
Yeah, like hey, like what's up? Like I want to say, how's it going? Or I want to say like you affected me in some sort of way. Like my life is better because you crossed paths with me, and thank you for that. You know.
Wow. Chris gave me a reading a couple years back on his back porch when he lived down in Southern Maine where my girlfriend is, where I'm at now. And he was pretty fucking spot on. And I never told Chris much. We're close friends, but we don't know each other since high school or nothing. So he doesn't know my past.
No.
He knew my mom. My mom went to a couple of our shows and shit, but he didn't know like a lot of shit. So he knew that night, and it was pretty fucking wild. Of course, he's been through some shit. We still got about 5-10 minutes to go. Before we do go, though, I do want to really plug your shit because I know a lot of people watch the beginning and the end a lot. Where can people find you for personal readings and for your upcoming events?
They can find me at psychicmediumchristopher.com or psychicmediumchristopher@facebook.com. Those are the best 2 places to find me. Yep.
And as you can see, also with the booking agency, I share a lot of Chris's shit, Historically Haunted Booking Guide.
Yes, you can also find me at Historically Haunted Booking LLC.
I try to share as much. I have a lot of clients, and I'm not trying to pick favorites, but some are stagnant. Then there's people like Chris that are doing tours, writing books, fucking playing shows, and it's fun because it keeps me on my toes. And I love having them on my show and promote things. Sponsoring it last week when we had director Joe Netter on a couple weeks back there.
That was awesome.
Would you come back on in the future again as a guest, or maybe even co-host, or if you do like a roundtable with another psychic or some shit?
You tell me when, and I'm there.
I fucking love this cat. He means it too. It's not just because we're on the air. Chris is a good shit. This will be up on the YouTube channel tomorrow. I'll make sure and upload it this weekend at least. Of course, you'll see it on the Facebook page, and you guys can follow Chris all over Facebook and his .com. So we got 5 minutes to go. I want to freestyle a little bit. Let me see. Let me think of a fun one. Let me see. What has been? I mean, I don't want you to name drop anyone, but I mean, like, is there been like a gratifying moment for you where you're just like, this is why I do this? I mean, there must have been a couple where you just walked out of someplace going, sure, making money and being known is great, but you feel accomplished and like, this all went pretty good. There must have been a couple times, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's usually when somebody is like, you know, like you can tell that there's been a weight lifted off their shoulders. You know, like there's been like throughout the reading, they've been able to connect with something that they've been like terribly hoping to connect with, and then I'm able to do that, and it just, you know, that makes it worth it for me. Like without name dropping or anything like that, there was just like a few readings that I've done, like, and sometimes like when skeptics come to see me, I kind of enjoy that. And then they when they leave going, hey, I was here and I was trying to, see if you were full of shit, and turns out like I can't figure out how you knew X, Y, and Z. Like, that's cool for me. It reinforces like that I was able to touch the life of somebody that didn't even believe in it.
That's a fucking, I mean, like you said, closure's great, but when you actually change someone's mind or when you spoil someone, there's something a little bit more gratifying in that one.
Yeah, the skeptics are funny. There was one guy, he came to a gallery and he was literally arms folded. He had sunglasses on, his head down. Yeah, and I started talking, and sure enough, one of his best friends came through, and he was like, "Fuck." And I gave him a great reading, and he thanked me afterwards. It was cool. So like, but it was just kind of funny, his reaction. He was just like, "God damn it!"
Parade, but at the same time, you made his night.
Yeah, exactly. And he,
but
like,
you know what?
Like,
but he he lost the bet to himself.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
What's up, Brandon? It's all right, man. You can always watch the replay. Appreciate you tuning in from Virginia, Viper Paranormal. One of my peeps as well. Nice. Nick is saying that Chris did a reading for him and knew all the stuff he told him. Or he never told anyone, rather. We get you. Thanks for the stars, nice. Brandon. Appreciate you. Sending some love. It's true, man. It's not just, do it for yourself, but if you need validation, don't just take my fucking word for it. Chris has got a lot of people saying, it's not just bullshit. And Boston Medium, Scott Allen's not going to take just anybody on with him to ruin his name. He's going to take someone that's, you know what I mean? So that's respect. Not that you need to be the headliner or opener for someone, but the fact that you have a teammate, you have like someone that has your back, especially like him, nothing wrong with that. That's fucking good times. Cool.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. You can't go this fucking thing alone. Obviously go with Kayla, but to have some dude that means, you know what I mean? You got to have that. I'm going to try to go to some of these. A lot of times I go right by them on the way to see Heather, but I'm going to try to get to one of the Augusta ones this summer or something. Check out a reading.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Anything I leave out? Anything you want to mention? We got a couple minutes to go.
My next galleries are in so the next one will be May 16th in Newburyport, Massachusetts. That one's going to be at the Elks, I believe, the Elks Lodge. After that, the next one would be May 30th in South Carolina, and then we have June 28th in Mass as well. Let's see, where's that one? June 28th in
I'm going to upload the picture tomorrow. I got to upload it today. I'm going to do it on the podcast page, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I'm going to upload the picture.
So June 28th in Shirley, Mass. Yeah.
So it's mostly East Coast, Carolina.
Yeah, East Coast, kind of Carolina. And in July, we got the Paranormal True Crime, the Paracon there, and that's going to be amazing. With and you're going to be there. Yep. So that's going to be awesome.
Joe Frankie, fucking the guy that played Eddie Munster from the Munster Show. Bunch of people.
That's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. And big shout out to those guys who helped me get on that, and you as well.
And then the main Paracon in August too, right? Or in September, right?
In September, we're going to do the main Horror Con, and I'm doing a gallery reading there. Yep, I'm doing a gallery reading for folks on Saturday, so that's going to be free of charge. So if you want to come and get a reading, free of charge, a gallery for whoever wants to come. So
name me someone else that's doing that, guys. Name me someone else that is a free show. Good luck. You're not going to find a truer soul. He charges once in a while because, you got to cover gas. You got to cover tolls. You got to cover travel. I get it. But to have a free show, that's fucking big. No one else is doing that.
Thank you.
I'll wait. It's true, brother. You need a pat on the back for that, man. That's huge.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I do it because I try to connect people with with their loved ones who've passed away, and let them know that there's still love there. There's still a connection there. They see that their life is still going on, and their life is still going on too. It's just in a different place,
the world needs to be positive again. It's too negative. Too much people are just down on each other and other people. It's fucking bad. Plus, once you get a customer once, you get them for life, right?
Let's see. And after Shirley Mass, Curly, and then I'm going to be at the James House on October 4th.
Ooh, that's New Hampshire?
That's New Hampshire, yeah.
Yes, okay. What's his face does that? I was on his TV show. The older guy, gentleman. I was
Willie.
Huh?
Willie
Willie.
Hassel.
Yes, Willie. I was on Willie
Willie and Lynn.
Hassel. Yeah, Willie. We had Willie. I was on his show with him and the chick there, Massachusetts. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a
does
great time.
Yeah, he does the James House. Very cool.
He does. Yep.
Well, make sure when you have that coming out, let me know. Tag me in the booking agency in it. Like I tell all my clients, tag me in or the booking agency. That way I can keep up. Because with 20 people, it's hard to keep up with you fucking guys. And you're on fire, dude. Author, psychic, paranormal investigator, guitarist, singer, songwriter, human, father, husband, man, friend, fucking psychic, Christopher. Goddamn, it's been a pleasure, man.
It's a pleasure, dude. It was yes, handshakes. Yeah.
Well, you know I've hugged you in real life. We've met. Unlike most people we've met. I could actually meet you tomorrow. See that?
Right.
So we're gonna go now. We're gonna end the show. Unless you have anything else you want to say, and it'll be up on YouTube. And I'm thinking maybe in like a month or two we come back on, see how things go. Maybe before the show or after the show, talk about the convention in July absolutely. Or something.
Yeah.
Some dates.
Just one quick thing before we
wrap
up.
Anything.
Just thank you to anybody who has supported me in every way, in any way. Just like huge shout out to everybody who has gotten a reading from me or been to a gallery or has helped me on this journey. Like I would not be anywhere without that. And for that, I am eternally grateful. So I just want to say that.
Humble man. He means it. He loves his fans. He calls them friends, but he's got people that support him. He's got people that talk so highly of him. When he signed with me, people are like, wow, what a sign. Wow, Chris Brown, really? You know Chris? Oh, I got people messaging me. I'm like, holy shit. I didn't get that with Danny Perez. I love you, Danny. I love the Radicals, but holy shit. Chris has got a following in Maine, New England. He's probably coming to a town near you. If he's not, message him. Say, hey, next time you're in Nebraska, we'd love to see you. Try to get some petition signed. Chris is willing to travel. If you can get some expenses paid. Life's not cheap. He doesn't want money, but if you can at least cover his travel, he'll come to your convention. He'll come to your show. Message me or him. We'll talk.
Absolutely.
Chris Brown, you're going to go be a family man. Give a hug to the old lady and the kids, and we'll talk soon. And I guess you're free to leave. So until next week, guys, yes, thank you for coming on the show. Next week, guys, I forget who my guest is. Just tune in next Thursday. I forget the date and time. But author, psychic medium, Christopher. I'm going to snatch a rewatch. Yeah, sorry. I know you came in late. That's why we record it. Check it out, and it'll be on YouTube. Appreciate the stars, Brandon. You send me $12 a week. Brandon Golding sends me $12 a week through stars. I appreciate the support. Awesome, between that and the sponsors, it keeps me going. Good people.
That's awesome.
Second medium, Chris, I need a book of yours signed. I'll buy it off you. I'll get it signed or something. Get it mailed.
No, you're not going to buy it off me. I'll give it to you.
Well, I want a book signed. I want to promote it. We'll talk soon. All right, brother. I love you. Have a good night, guys. Chris Brown says bye. I'll get that. Make sure you follow him now. Follow